Hello, hello, and welcome to the Thrive and Shine podcast
Woo! Welcome, everyone.
with the Pineapple Queen, Miss
Holla.
Monica McKenna.
Holla.
It's so good to see you, my friend.
It's
I
good
have
to see
missed
you.
you.
I missed you.
I feel like we should do a podcast every day just so that I'm in your energy because I feel like I need you in my life and I need these wonderful leaders that we invite
Woo.
into our energy too. Guys, I am Miss Bright Ideas and I have had some bright ideas coming to me. I feel like there's a new influx of energy coming from the universe. Have you felt that, Miss Pineapple
Woo!
Queen?
It feels powerful lately. Powerful.
Yeah, it really does. And today's guest, you guys, whoa, she is another Miss Bright Ideas. She is on fire. I am telling you. Our guest today, she has a lot of new energy to bring as well. And I am excited to be meeting this woman. And you guys, I'm excited to bring her into your life as well. Our guest is Miss Mariquita. Say that right, Miss Mariquita. And I don't know what your last name is, even because I didn't write it in my log to introduce. But we want to find you on Facebook. So could you introduce yourself with your last name? I'm so sorry I didn't write it in.
My name's Mariquita Solis, and I'm a joyful
Spell
relationship.
it for us so that we find you on Facebook.
Solis.
Solis. Okay. Mariquita Solis. Sometimes I make friends, and the way that I remember things is I just am a first name person. So I've had you in my life now for at least like a month, and your first name is such a beautiful, bright flower in my life. You're Mariquita. So everybody, you're going to want to make friends with this woman because she has some brightness to bring into your life. We are going to learn today about your true gifts and ambitions and how to access these parts of yourself for manifestation with no false intentions. So I'm really excited about this because the truth is we're all manifestors. We're all creators. And we actually live in the reality that we're inventing all the time. And Mariquita has developed a program to teach people how to actually harness that energy with our true intentions, as opposed to subconsciously and unfortunately creating by accident, which we all do. Miss Pineapple Queen, I think you know a little something about this too.
We shall see. I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Yes, so today it is acknowledging your gifts and really learning those parts of self. And so, Mariquita, could you please tell us first to introduce yourself about how you came to be living in this space of conscious transformation of your world, to be living in your best reality? And then what brought you into the space of like awareness? Oh my gosh, I should be telling other people about this magic that I have learned about like not living in the falsehood.
Well, I've had a long life of really struggling with myself and not believing in myself and dating men that didn't value me. And it was when I had a relationship that I thought this guy was it, and this was the one. And I was really, I mean, he was very magnetic, and everything was going well in the beginning. And then he started to say, "What?" He said, "Well," he looked at me one day and he said, "Well, you're so amazing. I'm just wondering what is wrong with you." And when he said, "What is wrong with you?" I became terrified that he was going to figure out what is wrong with me. And I fixated on that, what was wrong with me. And I took that um, with me for a long time, carrying that on my back and, always watching what's wrong with me and trying to hide myself and hide the parts that were going to ruin the relationship. And of course, that wasn't a healthy way for him to think or for myself to think. And And when the relationship ended, I didn't need him anymore to be on my back about what's wrong with me, because I just took that on myself. And I was crippled by that, never being able to sleep, never being at peace, looking at everything that was wrong, just being this voice inside that wasn't my voice, but my true voice, but it was his voice, and I took
Can
that
you
on.
tell us really quick how many years were you exposed to that voice?
Well, that one voice, probably 2 or 3 years, but I had other voices from the past that were always judging me. So, um, nevertheless, so at one point I said that's enough, and I changed that voice inside of me by being intentional, because I saw Joel Osteen on the TV saying, this is your day. I was at like a really bad place. And to see him full of energy and saying, today is your day, you're a child of God, I was like, oh my gosh, somebody really loves me, you know. And I also read something that said, why are you treating yourself the way they did? So after that, I was able to shift into the awareness that I am responsible for my life, and I'm going to let go of these negative ideas that are holding me down. I'm going to join in hands with the universe to move forward at all costs. Nothing's going to hold me back, and I am a child of the universe, and I'm going to thrive, and I'm going to make my life about helping other ladies who are struggling with these beliefs that are tearing them down. I'm going to make my life about helping them and being an answer to prayer.
Wow, that is really, really powerful. And so you felt it, you felt your own transformation, and then you're like, other people need to know about this. So what happened next?
Well, I struggled for a while knowing where to go, but the universe always sends the right answer. And I had remembered that one of my friends had told me her dad was a coach. So I reached out to him, and he was just starting a coaching class. He said, where did you come from? I mean, I just put it out to the universe, and then you came in, boom, from out of nowhere, right? So I took Greaterness Coaching here in Atlanta, Georgia, with him for a while, for years. I mean, about 4 or 5 years. And now I'm taking feminine empowerment coaching, and because I want to learn about the other side, not the masculine aspect, but the feminine aspect, to really help my ladies in my Facebook group and all the ones that the universe sends me to help.
Tell us about what you learned about perfectionism and other people's opinions.
Well, I've learned that you can't move forward with perfectionism. It's a big roadblock. I mean, it's going to hinder you, and it's going to make you a victim. And there's no growth being a victim. I mean, if I'm trying to be perfect, then I'm criticizing myself, and I'm saying, well, I'm not good enough. And that's a victim mentality. And in order to move forward, we've got to be holding that energy of a victor. We can never transform as a victim. So, I mean, we're perfect in our imperfections. Imperfection is growth. And the only way we're going to grow is through imperfections. And so I welcome the imperfections. I welcome the failings as learning opportunities.
So you learned that voice that you said was not actually your voice that was speaking to you was something that you had to kind of integrate in the imperfection that was trying to tell you that you had to be a certain way to be perfect, to match other people's opinions. And you had to acknowledge that it was okay to be the way you are as an imperfect being. And then that made that voice not really matter, because you didn't have to match whatever it was trying to tell you.
Right. And one thing I learned about the voice was to look at it as, I mean, from a place of love, and say, you know what? I know that you're trying to help me, but I'm not allowing this voice from someone else to dictate my life. Thank you for trying to help, but I choose something else. I choose to look at myself with love. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you talk to me that way anymore. I'm not going to listen to you. Thank you for trying to help, but now I choose the voice of an angel, the voice of the universe, the voice of God to direct me. And so I'm letting it go.
So it sounds like then you really had to come into an awareness of your environment and like what you were exposing yourself to, which that I know that what you've told me was really that you became aware of the power of your choices.
Right, definitely. I became aware of how every thought is a physical, it's a physical pattern in your brain, and every thought creates chemicals that are going to help you move forward or hold you back. If I think, well, I can't do it, then my body is responding. Chemicals are going through my body to hurt myself. And if I think, you know what, I'm a victor, I can do it. I am sending love to my body and growth. And through those positive thoughts, growth occurs. Negative thoughts are roadblocks that, that poison us. And I learned that. And so I made the choice to when I had a negative thought, to replace it with three positive thoughts. And everything just began to build up. And I began to let go of those negative thoughts, with practice, like everything. I mean, it wasn't easy at first, but I did it and over. Now I can find the positive in almost anything. There's always a blessing and a learning experience in everything.
Wow. So I just wrote down something that you said that you made me really think about deeply is one negative thought can be rewritten with three positive thoughts. So that sounds like a chemical transference that occurs in the brain. So you said that every thought is a physical power, basically, a physical experience of a chemistry happening in the brain. I've never really thought of it that way. That I know that we create with our thoughts, but I've never really actually thought of it as being a chemistry that's going on like scientifically in our body and our brain. So if that's happening and it takes three positive thoughts to like rewrite a negative thought, then we can think of negative thoughts almost as toxins.
Definitely, because they are producing chemicals in our bodies to hold us back. I mean, our cells are listening to everything we say. So we really need to be aware of what we're saying to our bodies, because our bodies are going to pick up on that. If we say, oh my gosh, this is going to be a bad day, well, then your brain and your mind are trying to say, okay, well, now how's it going to be a bad day? Let me prove that that's true. So, they say it was Jim Quick that said your brain is like a supercomputer, and I think it's your thoughts are the program it's running. So we've got to be aware. It's more than just, this is a physical thing that's happening within our bodies. Our cells are listening, everything's listening, and there's some big greater power that's on our side. The universe is on our side. I don't have to tell my heart to beat. It's beating for me. My lungs are beating for me. Someone has made me into this beautiful light filled spirit and is on my side. So once I'm aware of that, this whoever it is that made me this way wants me to move forward, wants me to be my own best friend. So therefore, I can laugh at those negative thoughts and say, ha ha ha, I'm not listening to you anymore. Here's three positive thoughts. I think, I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm made of power, and I know I'm a victor. So let's get going. It's exciting.
I love it.
So with your positive thoughts, so let's say you wake up in the morning, you catch yourself with a negative thought, you replace it with three positive thoughts. How does that become congruent with your actions? So let's say you want to work out and you're like, oh, who am I kidding? It's not going to make a difference today. And then you say three positive things to yourself. Do you say the same three positive things or like three different positive things? And then what actually moves you into action if you're feeling less than?
Well, one good thing to do is make a list of your accomplishments. And if you're not feeling motivated, know that you don't have to be motivated to move forward. You've just got to do it, whether it's motivation or not. Get a community. I believe in relationships. Get those people on your side that are going to be working with you, doing the same thing. They say, what is it about soaring with eagles? You want to have those eagles around you. You don't want to have somebody holding you down, right?
You don't want the chickens pulling you down.
Right. No, we want it like Monica, you and Betsy, and that's a great team that are going to say, let's go. All three of us go, go, go. And I'll call on, Monica, I'm not really feeling it today. And then, you know what? I know that you would give me that support to move forward and say, let's just do it. You can do it. And that's so important to have the community. and have the resources. Get out a book that you've written in, showing your accomplishments and how you push through it. Focus on that, your wins. You might say, well, I haven't done anything in my life, but that's not true. You've made it every day of your life, and here you are. So, you've got to be your own cheerleader.
I love that. And I can just see that analogy in my head, and it really does help with having a support system. Mariquita, can you explain to us what you offer to help people? Do you offer classes? Do you offer group community? Tell us what you offer?
Okay, well, I work with ladies, one-on-one coaching to really activate their inner light. I want to end these debilitating relationship patterns that they have. I want to really help them heal their souls and develop the new skills so they can attract and create new healthy relationships. I mean, from a place of authentic soul transformation, not just get up and, now I'm going to pretend to, go on this date with someone and be someone I'm not, but I'm going to transform who I am to radiate and attract the partner I deserve. So, looking at roadblocks and see how we can heal and move forward is what I work one-on-one with my clients to really empower them through transformational coaching.
That sounds fantastic. It sounds like a step that would fit into almost anywhere that someone is at in their journey of transformation. Like if somebody doesn't know anything and they're just beginning, it's a great place to begin. If somebody's been on their journey for a while and they want to take it to the next level, it's a way to boost something that they've already been working with. And if they are a master and they have done every program on the planet and they already know a ton of stuff about themselves, it's still a way to open a new closet that they haven't looked at and really learn the next step to move forward. It sounds like a really magical way to integrate a deeper part of self that you're ready for. And like the universe is just going to give you kind of like what you need, because there's so much trust and integration of energy that you work with that is provided. I love that you used the word angels earlier. It's just working with what's there to move forward in transformation. And tell us about how you acknowledge the self-serving thoughts, finding like the peace that you need to kind of acknowledge in the self and really overcoming that to acknowledge the gifts, to shift it into something where you're caring for one another.
Well, I think the way I can forget about myself and when I forget about myself and focus with my partnership with the universe to care for others is how I do it. Because when it's all about me, then I think I'm not good enough. Maybe they won't like me and maybe I can't show up. I'm playing small. But when I say, you know what, the universe gifted me with this talent and these blessings to help other people, that I've been on this path my whole life, and I think about how much experience that I have and how she is waiting for me. She's given me angels and spirits, and gosh, who knows? There's so much more that's with me on my journey, and I'm not going to let her down. I'm going to go and do what I was born to do. And that's what I, encourage everyone to do. Know that you're not alone. Know that you have gifts.
So in your coaching, you help people in basically in discussion on Zoom, right?
Right.
To find what might be a block to them acknowledging or finding the gift they have to help others in with their gifts. So right. So you're saying that maybe I have some kind of pattern that I depend on subconsciously that is a block emotionally or mentally that develops a toxin, a chemistry that then does not allow me to use a gift that I may have been born with that could actually help another magically and miraculously. And I'm just not accessing that gift because I have some kind of pattern that I put into my daily living, and it's blocking all these people in my world from having my gifts and talents because I am just not being my best self. And you have a way of coaching that then helps people remove that block, that then opens up a whole world for like hundreds of people maybe, because I can then use that gift to help move others through whatever it is that my gift is.
Right. And having a coach is another pair of eyes, someone that, because you're seeing from a certain mindset. Well, your coach is seeing something that perhaps you can't see. And my clients have to be ready to open up, to see from a new pair of eyes. And just to create, we're partners on this journey. Allow me to show you the beautifulness that I see inside of you that you can't recognize. Allow me to show you, we can discover what the glass ceiling is that's, that you can break through, and we'll break through it together, as a team.
Oh, that sounds so powerful.
That
Miss
sounds
Pineapple
so
Queen.
beautiful.
Yeah. I know that
Great.
it sounds like a lot of what you do, Miss Pineapple Queen, working with people that want to grow
Yeah,
their ability to be a
exactly.
coach. What do you think about that talent?
Well, we need 100 more of us. It's so great that, right? It's a ripple effect. You don't know who's going to be listening to the podcast that is like, oh my gosh, I need this information. I need this support. I need this help. And we're just happy that you're here with us today. And I would like to take a moment to open up to see if our audience members have any questions for you. If you have a question, we do have a great live audience and we love you joining our show live. It's so much fun. If you have a question, go ahead and unmute. And if you don't, Miss Bright Ideas and I are always full of more questions.
Yeah, as you are working on your buttons to unmute from our live audience to give Mariquita a question or even just a reflection of what you might have gotten out of this sharing so far, I will throw in a little bit. She's got a business page and doing live stream broadcasting on Facebook. And this is in something called Joy and Fulfillment. Miss Pineapple Queen, isn't that what we're all about? Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
It mixes perfectly. And she is actually one of our self-love coaches.
Yay! We're so excited to have her. And this podcast actually will be featured where you can see the video portion of it inside of a private ladies group. So if you're listening and you would like to have the keys to get in, sorry, men, you won't be in.
That's a great question. Mariquita, do you only work with women or do you work with men who happen to be some of the men who work with their feminine energy?
No, I work with both. I've had really tremendous success with men as well. And I will have success with anybody who's ready to jump on board, be a partner in growth and open to learning and open to receiving the gifts that the universe has given us.
Oh, that's so great because we have a wonderful following of some of our male listeners. We actually have a fantastic following of some male coaches. They're, in my opinion, the best male coaches on the planet, of course.
It's just nice to know that there's help out there because I know it's tough times for people right now, especially with COVID and just, the whole dating scene, relationship wise, has been a really huge struggle. And there's a lot of self-doubt that creeps into their worthiness. A lot of people lost their jobs, their money, their career, and they're not feeling very worthy right now. If they're on unemployment and they're just, waiting for our stimulus checks to kind of help them out, their self-esteem is a little bit affected. And it's just nice to know that there's options to get some help.
Yeah, that brings up a good question. Is some of the people that are struggling a lot, especially socially, are children. So, Mariquita, What would you say is the youngest age of the people that you are willing to work with to find the gifts and talents and find the blocks that are bringing down the energy for someone who wants to just really break free and get into that manifesting energy?
Well, I really can work with anyone. I mean, if they're open and ready, and I would love to work with children, because they're so they haven't taken on all that history, of the year after year after year. So I mean, I thought about that a lot, and I have a beautiful goddaughter who's really blossoming, and I'm really inspired by her, and I love bouncing things back and forth with her, and she's a junior in high school. So I mean, I see it how, and she has a little sister that I'm going to be working with too. So bring everyone on. I'm just blessed, someone with an open heart, and even those that don't realize their power, let me just show you, because that's what I was born for, to show other people how beautiful they are.
Love it. I just got chills. I
Me
love it when I get
too.
chills
Me
with
too.
our leaders.
Me too. I'm just feeling good. It's like a jacuzzi of feel goods right now.
I really think you've got something there. I suggest that, okay, they don't call me Miss Bright Ideas for nothing, Mariquita. I suggest that you perhaps next focus on the discovery of a program specifically for teenagers. Finding the gifts and talents, and relinquishing the blocks of negative energy to explore what is your sparkle.
I think that would really help young ladies.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, I remember struggling so much in high school, being so ashamed of myself. And my gosh, as a little girl looking and thinking I'm fat, I wasn't fat at all. It would have been great to have a coach, someone who will show me that this isn't true. You are beautiful. I wouldn't have had all those years of bad relationships if I had a coach.
I think you've got something, and we might be able to help you develop a following. We might be able to help you develop a beta test group for if you develop a program. Let me and Miss Pineapple Queen create a beta test group for you. So we are out of time. Our live audience did not develop any questions. So we at this time are going to mention a couple of places that you can find us online. Miss Pineapple Queen, would you tell us really quickly about your program?
Hey, you guys, you can reach me, Pineapple Queen Coach, just about anywhere now. I'm on TikTok, Instagram. I'm all over the place now. And
She's a social butterfly.
I'm a social butterfly. I am here to help you to shine even brighter in your business. I specifically work with coaches to get their message out around the world with the podcast and ebooks. And I'm happy to give a free session and help however I can. You can also find us, both of us, on mastermind.com. Mention the code pineapples, and we'll be there to help you.
That's right. And I am so excited, Miss Pineapple Queen, that just last night, my team of coaches finished the last element of our newest program. Oh my gosh, it turned out amazing. I'm so excited. It is called Unlock and Awaken Your Vitality. Oh, it is magical. And it includes a lifetime access of live weekly coaching with 6 coaches.
Wow, it sounds smoking.
It is smoking hot. Come and check us out. The best way, I'm not kidding you, the best way to really be in touch to find it is to become my friend on Facebook. The reason is that you will be in touch with me live. And so you can find me on Facebook. Betsy Lanz, Lanz is my name on Facebook. You also can find my group, which is a page called Awesome Days. Awesome days. We all do. And then, of course, as the Pineapple Queen mentioned, we're on mastermind.com, and you will find me by mentioning Vitality, and you will find us by mentioning pineapples. And then, Miss Mariquita, would you please mention again your first and last name, spell it out so our listeners can find you on Facebook, and your business page. We really want your business page.
All right. My name's Mariquita Solis, and that's MariquitaSolis. And I have a page that's Joyful Relationship Coaching, and that's for men and women. I also have a group, Joy and Fulfillment, Create the Relationship You Deserve, and that's a ladies group. So reach out to me. I'm really wanting to help and send love to everyone out here. So the more people that reach out to me, the more love we can all share. It's a trickle down, and it's a, vibrating all around. I mean, here we are in our circle vibrating. So I'm on
Woo!
it.
Together we rise, right?
Right.
So humble too. She did not mention that she has a discovery call.
Oh, that's right. Please.
Discovery call.
Right, a discovery call, a free session to bring back the joy session. If you're feeling hopeless, let me shine that light on you so we can rise together and we can see what's holding you back and how you need to move forward.
So
I really would
before
love
you
to
pay a single penny, no dimes needed, you can be in touch with Mariquita for a discovery call. I'm going to announce it that way from now on, Miss Pineapple.
And you guys, just being in her presence it's so calming and beautiful, and I feel the love. I felt the love from the first moment that we spoke, and we are both so honored that you're on our show today and shining your beautiful light on the world. And we look forward to having you coming back again and being a part of our self-love mastery program. And I just feel blessed. I feel happy. I feel good.
Oh yeah, me too. I am
Well,
feeling the energy. I'm feeling the love. Just being with us, you rise the energy, and that's what we're all here to do, is raise the love and fulfillment for everyone. We are all about joy, empowerment, fulfillment, and the freedom lifestyle. Please join us this coming Friday. I'm so excited. Friday, we have Dr. Tom Atkins. Oh my, did I say Atkins? That's not the right last name. That's not right. His name's very similar. Anyway, Dr. Tom, first name guy. I am so excited. Dr. Tom coming on. Oh my goodness. He is a huge resource for energy. And Dr. Tom is, oh my gosh, I'm speechless when I'm around him.
I was just going to say, you're speechless.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That'll be fun.
Acklin.
There you go.
Yeah, Dr. Tom Acklin. And so he is going to teach us so much stuff about, how nature is the key to manifesting. Getting in tune with your own nature. So join us on Friday. Woo. Miss Pineapple Queen, I'm so grateful you're in my life. I love you so much.
Love you too, girl. Love you too.
Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being on our show.
It's been an honor.
We love having you on and can't wait to have you come back again. Take care, everyone.